battle to discuss.
That's true.
True, yeah.
Oh, we're recording. Hang on. Let's see. There we are. I can see us now. I apologize for the late start. There we go. Okay. So per the usual, remind everybody who you are, what character you're playing, and then I think, did Warren do the recap last time?
I think Brian did. Yeah.
All right. That means it's Warren's turn.
Okay, but I don't take notes if Brian does, so let's see how I do.
Okay. Well, I also would like to point out we don't need to recap or v-paddle. Like,
Sure. Okay.
we can just hop right over that. It's not central. So we will go. Brian can introduce himself. Go ahead, Warren. Just get it out of your system now.
Did we ever establish if it was a canoe or a rowboat? I want to know what's canon. No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay. Well, we have 0 views, so right now we have nobody watching, so we could do whatever we want. I'm gonna say it is a canoe.
Okay.
Let's go with canoe as canon. So we'll go Brian for the introduction, followed by Warren, followed by Cal, followed by Jay. I will remind everybody of who I am. Warren will give us the recap, omitting nonsense and shenanigans.
Okay.
So yeah, Brian, take it away.
I'm happy to help with recap. I did take notes. So, hey.
Oh, I know you did.
I'm Brian. I'm playing Travis, the spook. He's the cameraman for our documentary, trying to catch evidence on film, and the crew has been helping him do so.
Yeah, I'm Warren. I'm playing Obadiah Bohannon, the flake in our crew, the on-camera personality and kind of like host of our documentary, and conspiracy theorist. Yeah.
All right, Cal, take it away.
Hello, I'm Cal, and I play Christian Hale, who is the expert. His role in the documentary, researcher, make sure that facts in the documentary are correct, keep it ethical, but that's not been going too good, but we have interesting footage.
All right, Jay.
Hey, yeah, I'm Jay. I am playing here Bob Townsend, who is kind of bankrolling, or at least partially bankrolling this expedition, is taking me along. I guess kind of producer wise. Um, yeah, and it's crooked, kind of an asshole, but is wondering who he's going to sue when he gets out of this because this is bullshit.
Fair enough. My name is Neve. I am the keeper of tonight's mystery, the City of Sirens. This is the 4th episode in what is likely going to be a 7-episode long series. And Warren will be delivering for us the recap tonight. Sans nonsense. We're not even going to mention the unmentionable.
Okay. So last episode, we started with Obadiah in the lake behind the Siren Head Inn, trying to save a woman that he thought was drowning. Turned out to not be a drowning woman, though he did not realize it at the time. While he was in the water, Christian was trying to get him to get out of the water because Christian could tell that something was up. Joe, the owner of the hotel, she came out and got into a canoe with Christian and paddled their way out to Obadiah. Um, and were able to get him out, but Joe fell in and then was dragged underwater by whatever had tried to drag Obadiah under. And in all that hubbub, Obadiah is tragically, the real tragedy is that Obadiah is now down to one gun. But yeah, Joe's dead. The police came and didn't, like, they called it an accident, but was it? And they just sort of, like, could really tell the police were in on it. Really not caring what we had to say about, like, the drowning woman that we apparently only think we saw. They say it was a goose or a swan. Interesting, right? After that, we got some good. We basically kind of came to the conclusion, our characters, that what we are dealing with are mermaids, or at least some sort of nefarious plot to create the appearance of mermaids. And so I think where we are leaving off is, I think where we left off was we have a drone, an underwater drone, and we decided to go try and get some footage of this mermaid. And so I think Travis and Christian were using the underwater drone in the lake, and then Bob and Obadiah were going to talk to a local kind of eccentric who might know more history about everything. And then our cliffhanger was that Travis and Christian got to see a mermaid with the underwater drone before the underwater drone was destroyed, presumably by the mermaid.
That is a pretty good recap.
Okay.
Did you mention the lake trout?
I didn't mention the lake trout. I thought we said no nonsense.
But you mentioned the swans.
I did mention the swans. That's true. So part of the town's cover for, like, things that, like, for people getting dragged under the water is, like, enormous lake trout that are really aggressive. So aggressive, in fact, that you'll even see them in the ocean near the drowning rocks. I was like, so what about the drowning rocks? They're like, lake trout. I was like, isn't that the ocean? They're like, yes it is. Those lake trout that get in the ocean. It's a real problem.
It is true stories. These are real nature facts.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing horror. I gotta calm down. Oh my goodness. Yes. So we had left off with Christian and Bob. Right? Christian and Bob?
Christian and Travis were doing the underwater drown.
Shit.
Yeah. Bob and Obadiah were going to see Herman Smalls, the local crazy man.
That's right. That's true. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, Travis. I put Bob in my notes.
I think originally that's what we were doing, but then I think we decided that, like, Bob, actually having been from this island, would be better suited to kind of, like, lead the way and, like, get us to I forget what the dude's name is, the crazy guy.
Smalls.
Herman Smalls.
Herman Smalls. He's killing me.
Okay. Yes. So let us re-enter the scene. Christian and Travis have just witnessed what seems impossible. The thing that you saw was definitely humanoid. It looked, at least superficially, like a woman, albeit quite alien. And now the drone is gone. You have no signal from it. Both of you saw it. So what comes next?
Travis, I think we should call Obadiah fast. he's going to need to see this footage that we got. I can't believe he's right.
Yep, that definitely looked like a mermaid. Let's call him up. Let's show it to him. It's FaceTime.
Do you two believe what you just saw?
Finally,
Especially-
evidence.
Christian,
Yeah,
you were a
Christian does.
skeptic.
Yeah, he was a skeptic, but now that he's thinking about it, he's like, either this is someone who is really a really great performance actor, or it has to be real, and he's leaning towards the actual latter. He is starting to think that maybe Obadiah has some wisdom.
Robo mermaids.
He's not
Robo-mermaids.
Robo Mermaids, no. But maybe perhaps that there is, at the very least, something mermaid related.
That it looks like it matches up with that tail I have on footage earlier. So
Okay.
pieces
So
are coming together.
We're gonna reach out and contact Obadiah. So what exactly do you say to him?
Hey Obadiah, we got
Yeah.
we got footage of a mermaid underwater. Watch. No. Play the footage. It destroyed
Okay,
the drone, but we got footage.
Wait, are you FaceTiming him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We all have iPhones, just to be
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, lots of folks do video calls. So, yeah, I imagine like Bob and I are walking. We want to give Craig, the only Uber driver, a break from time to time. So like we're walking to Herman Smalls' place, and so I guess I would like hold the phone where he could see us. Like, dude, are you seeing this? Like, this is incredible.
What the fuck am I looking at?
I mean, that looks like a mermaid, right?
Well, it's got to be a trick or like a inflatable. The screen is small. I don't even.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't matter what it actually is. It looks like a mermaid, and we got that shit on video. And this is gonna be great for the documentary. Travis, that is awesome. Also, be careful because like that thing did try to kill me, and it killed Joe.
Right. Yeah, don't go swimming. That's a good point.
Yeah. And also, Kimberly was that tail, like you said, like it matches what you saw in the on the docks when we landed here. So those things are in the ocean as well. And that late, like Kimberly was feeding one, feeding
Yeah.
it.
That's kind of fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. So my guess is, when they dragged Joe under the water, it wasn't to show her their collection of forks. I'm guessing they ate her.
What the fuck?
Should we confront Kimberly?
Not yet, because I don't know what she was feeding that mermaid, and I don't want to get fed to a mermaid. So let's find more evidence.
Confront me about what? You hear
shit.
Kimberly from behind you. Gentleman by the lake.
We know you've been.
Not you two, Travis and
Yeah,
Christian.
okay.
Oh,
I'm
Kimberly.
going to say we saw a lake trout, and you were right. That shit is scary. Those things get big. And I'm using my truthiness.
All right, hang on. I may or may not have forgotten to get on roll 20. It's been a long day, you guys.
Sure, yeah.
All right, go for it.
It's whenever I tell a normal person, whatever I tell them, they'll accept it. I think it's true. If it's far out, they might think you're deluded, but they won't think you're lying. Lake trout. They're real.
So the key bit here is normal person. Technically, Kimberly counts as a minion
Mm.
But Travis doesn't know this.
Sure.
Oh, you did. You caught footage of one of the lake trout. Can I see it?
I said we saw it. I didn't get any good footage of it yet, but I plan on.
That looks like the controller for one of those little drones.
That
Yeah.
drone was lost. I've got another drone here that I'm about to send up. It's aerial.
Well, how did it get lost?
Lake trout.
I mean, so you must have got footage. That's how you saw the lake trout, right? Let me see the footage that you took.
I don't have any
We didn't
footage.
really record. Yeah, we didn't record that, unfortunately.
You're just gonna hear Obadiah's voice for the phone. It's like, Kimberly, if that's you, I'm real sorry. I'm a real stickler with my art. I don't like anyone to see it until it's out of the editing room.
Are you asking me to believe that you sent in an expensive piece of equipment to take footage in a lake where a drowning, a tragic drowning, just occurred, but you didn't bother to record it?
There
That's
is
not what I
limited.
said.
Well, there's also limited space for recording, so you don't record constantly.
No, but you do record when you send out your drones.
Not constantly. There is still limited space and bandwidth.
So you continue to record rocks and like weeds, but you didn't, and then you allowed it to record over the lake trout?
Well, we are documentals, but that doesn't mean that we're good documentals.
Whatever. We're the best. We're going to get another drone and we're going to get some solid footage.
Yeah, we need to do that.
We're just shit at our jobs. I'm sorry.
We can have one overnighted.
Sure, she says, smiling sweetly, the darkness in her demeanor seeming to melt away. It feels hollow, but her friendliness has always felt a bit hollow.
I'll ask, is there a place we can get drones on the island?
Maybe. You could check into Main Street Market. They might sell drones. They sell remote control cars.
Okay. I'll take note of that. We should head over there, Christian.
She stands there smiling at the two of you, not taking her eyes off of you. You need a ride?
Sure. Hey, Obadiah, if we can get these fish well videoed, clear, this can bring fishermen from around the goddamn world to this island to go fishing.
That's true. Fishermen like big fish. Yeah, let's talk about that. Stay on FaceTime the whole time on your car ride, and let's talk about these giant fish and our plans for bringing in fishermen to this place.
Oh, Mr. Bohannon, don't you have a job to do? She says, and she's going to physically lean into the frame. I know I do.
Yeah, we're just walking. We've got time before we get to our destination. So, I've got time to hammer out this fish tourism scenario.
You've got interviews to do, Mr. Bohannon.
Yeah, I think I just said I was walking though.
Yeah, we don't want to use your data. It's hard to get a signal out here. Come on, Travis.
I've got a limited plan. I'm good.
Come on, Christian. Let's go.
We really don't want to inconvenience you, Kimberly. I would feel bad having you drive us.
No need to feel bad.
guess we'll go with Kimberly then.
Sure. Let me grab my camera just in case we see something that's good to video or take pictures of while we're out. I still need to get some shots of the businesses and people enjoying the town.
So Kimberly is going to walk you to her vehicle.
Christian, because like Travis said, he's got to go get his camera, right? It's up in his room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me grab my camera out of the room real quick. And put
Oh,
this drone up. I don't need to take this with me.
oh yeah, that's a good point, Travis. I should get some of the documents that I left in the room. Can't take them anywhere. I'll be 1 second, Kimberly.
I'll be waiting. And she's going to stand there and wait until the two of you walk away into the inn. Once you guys are inside, where do you go?
Well,
I'm
if we're
going-
still on FaceTime, I'm gonna like tell like Travis, I'm gonna be like, do not let her get that fucking footage. She will delete it.
Oh no, I'm gonna share that footage to everybody real quick just to make sure we got plenty of copies of it.
Yeah, put that in the cloud.
Yep. And I'm gonna get my gun that I can lose again because that's what happens to guns on this island.
That's true. You guys have not had great luck keeping track of your firearms, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very irresponsible gun ownership.
Yep.
Okay,
But I'll grab my stuff and head back down. Make sure get Christian.
Christian, are you also heading back down?
Christian's going to tap Travis on the shoulder. He's like, what are we doing? Are we going with her? Are we going to sneak out the back of the window? Or
We have a reason not to go with her?
no? I mean, Obadiah phoned and I don't think he's the biggest fan of Kimberly.
Yeah, she's weird, but she also has a car.
Yeah,
It's important.
I don't know. She keeps me out the way that she just pops up behind you, but I guess she has
Right.
a car.
Just make sure someone sits behind her.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and what I'll do is I'll call Obadiah and just leave it on mute. Let him know. That way he can listen in.
Okay.
Leave the phone in my pocket.
Okay.
Obadiah, once they're inside Kimberly's car, headed to parts unknown, what comes next?
Well, I guess I would make sure that I'm like kind of like, take out my headset so that I can like listen while we walk conveniently. And then, like an earbud or something. And then Bob and I can kind of discuss like how our friends are about to get murdered, and what we're going to do to protect ourselves from Kimberly. Be like, all right, so like after she murders Travis and Christian, like, not really, but like, yeah, just like, look, I don't know if I would have gotten in the car with her, but I know Travis is armed. I don't know that she would try anything just now, but we got to be careful. You're muted, buddy. I can't hear you.
Thank you. We need to get out of here. They can handle themselves. I think we can get off this island before. Clearly the police are in on this.
Whoa. Getting off the island. Did you see the footage we got? No, man. Like we have to like, we are onto something here. Look, as much like if we can still salvage this, man. We just got to kind of continue to play dumb, like we don't know the real truth. All right, and we can keep getting some amazing footage, and then we're gonna get off the island. All right, and when we do, we are gonna have such a successful story. All right,
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
we got to go talk to this guy, Herman Smalls.
Yeah, Biggie
All right.
Smalls. Got it.
Well, you know him. Is his name not Smalls?
No, it's Smalls. I'm
Okay,
just
all right.
just being stupid.
Okay. Well, I mean, all right, yeah. Okay, so let's go talk to Herman Smalls, and you know, if I hear any shit go down on the other end of the line, I'll let you know. All right.
Okay.
So my phone's on a phone call. How's the camera on your phone?
How's the camera on my phone?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's adequate.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So we got something we can get some footage with. All right. Let's go talk to Herman. How far away are we?
We're about half a mile.
Okay. Then let's get there.
Okay.
He is leading you to the seawall.
Okay.
The surrounding area has clearly seen better days. I want you to envision a gray cast to the sky. The water and the ocean seem to merge and become one due to the omnipresent cool palette here. It's dreary and about to rain. You hear the squawk of seagulls in the distance. There are ships and boats out in the water, but they seem like they're light years away from you. They might as well be. They are going about their business, not paying any heed to what is going on this little island. The houses that you pass are sad and droopy, with windows that are dirty and in desperate need of cleaning. It appears as if like the color and the life of this town have been washed away over the slow march of time. Under your feet, the pavement turns to gravel as you approach the seawall, and you see a lone man standing on the seawall, peering directly into the water. He has a fishing pole, but it's lying inert beside him. His bucket, which would normally contain his catch, is totally empty. And he's dressed in standard East Coast fisherman attire, so waders, the seemingly standard khaki brown overalls, a plaid shirt underneath, a hat pulled low over his brow to keep the sun out. But he's just staring into the water. Bob, you recognize this solitary figure as being that of Herman Smalls. Once upon a time, he was a fixture of this town and a fixture of your childhood. He was chairman. I know how to say words. He was chairman of the Siren Head Historical Society. He would head up library committees. And during Halloween, he would hand out the best candy. But somehow his life started spiraling out of control. And he went from being the cheerful, amiable man about town to the recluse that nobody wanted to speak to. There are rumors that he had a terrible accident that left him physically impaired. Nobody is particularly specific about what those rumors or what that accident or injury might entail. And this is the first time you've seen him since you've left the island.
Okay. I guess I want to approach and be like, hey, Herman, what you looking at?
He doesn't turn his head or respond to you. He just continues to stare intently at the water.
Perfect. Hey, buddy. I'm here with my friend Obi, hoping to ask a couple questions.
If you physically put your hands in his face, he will turn around to look at you. And when he does so, you can see that he is missing an ear. It's sheared totally off his head. The entire right-hand side of his head, every external bit of the ear is gone.
Is this a healed wound, or is this okay?
Yes, it's healed. But it was not something that your happy memories with Mr. Smalls featured. When you knew him, he had both of his ears.
Hey, what's up? You okay?
Who are you? He asks.
Oh, you haven't seen me in so long. I guess I forget. But you haven't changed at all. I'm Bob Townsend. I used to live here. Uh,
Bobby?
yeah, Bobby. Hey, moved away a long time ago.
You sure have grown up, he says.
Oh
Why did you
yeah,
come
yeah.
back here?
Oh, we were actually. I know this place has gone through a lot of tough times. Kind of wanted to get in here with the film crew. Maybe help revitalize the place. Talk about get a documentary going
No,
about
you
it.
can't bring people here.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Yeah, tell us more about that. And I'm gonna like
Yeah.
Bob and be like, giving the whole like roll camera.
Yeah. Do you mind if I record this?
What are you doing? You can't do anything that's going to bring people here.
Okay.
Well, look, I
What's
mean, we want to know the truth about what's going on here. That's all.
yeah.
You want to know the truth?
Yeah, and we've seen the creatures.
Oh,
Tell
creatures. Okay. Creatures, yeah. Okay. We saw some things that were a little hard to explain. Um,
Did you hear them yet?
no, but I've been told I will.
By the time you do, it's too late.
Look, Mr. Smalls. Yeah, and again, like looking at like to Bob to like let's get the camera on, right? Like let's start recording this.
I guess
Uh,
yeah, I will reluctantly get my phone out and kind of like surreptitiously start recording.
Look, we've seen this creature under like I myself like it tried to grab me when I was in the water. All right, and we know that it's whatever it is. It looks like a mermaid, and we just want to know the truth of what's happening here. All right.
He is going to grab you like under the arm, Obadiah, and start
Okay.
pulling you towards the seawall.
I'm gonna go with him.
He is going to point out about 3 feet away from the seawall,
Okay.
several feet under the water, so dim you can barely make it out. There is a face staring up at you.
Oh shit. Uh, I will I will back up a little bit.
He's going to fight you.
And I guess I'll turn to look at him. It's like, is that what you've been looking at this whole time?
See it? Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
That's it. There, now you've got the truth.
I will step away from the seawall a little bit. Oh, no, I guess I'll turn to him. Is like, look, isn't it dangerous to be this close to it?
Where are you going to go where you're safe from it?
I mean, I guess you could get off the island.
Right. And you're going to make a documentary about this place, and you're going to splash that thing on people's TV?
Look, I don't know what's going to happen with the documentary, but like, what's important is to find out the truth. Like, only with the truth can like you fight back against it, right?
It's not like you can hide the secret that there are mermaids here. I mean,
He's going to turn his head sharply towards the water as if he's listening to something.
Can I spend a hold and find out what does the monster want from this person? Because
Yeah.
that's one of my connect the dots things.
Yes, you may spend a hold.
Okay. What does the monster want from this person?
For him to either throw himself into the water or for him to throw you into the water. This is clearly an animal waiting for food.
Oh. Then I will kind of like putting this connection together that like it is if we're by the seawall, we're not too far away from where Kimberly was feeding one, and he seems to be listening or like turned as if his attention was drawn to something underwater. I will I think I'll grab a hold of him and I'll start pulling him away. It's like, look, let's just go somewhere and talk. We're going to go somewhere and talk. All right.
If you're physically pulling him away, he is not going to resist you.
Okay.
But he doesn't turn to look at you either.
Okay. Yeah.
He keeps his eyes fixed on the area of the water where the thing was.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of like look at Bob and like start pulling him away from the seawall and just like let's find somewhere where we can all just sit down and talk. All right. Let's is your house nearby?
Suddenly, it's like he remembers something important. And he looks up at you, sort of blinking. I don't have a house anymore.
Oh, okay. Where do you stay? Where do you sleep?
He's going to look back to the water.
do you want us to take you to our hotel, our motel over there? I there's vacancies there. We can put you up.
Yeah, like just walk with us for a bit and let's go find a place where we can sit down.
Do you want to see them?
Do I want to see the mermaids?
Do you want to talk to them?
Not particularly.
No, like absolutely we do, but not yet. All right, like let's you and I talk first, and then we'll go talk.
They want to talk to you.
That sounds like that's going to be great, but first you and I got to talk. All right, so how about this? How about you and I go have a talk, and then I'll get my crew together, and then we'll set up a situation where we can talk to we can talk to them.
The rocks.
The rocks? The drowning rocks.
The rocks.
Yeah, we're supposed to go out there this evening.
Do you trust them?
No.
No, not now.
You need to show them that you trust them.
That's going to be hard to do.
Go to the seawall, he says, and he's going to try to pull away from you.
I'm going to keep a hold of his shirt. Like I'm going to bunch up like it's like, no, just come with me. We're going to go have a talk somewhere else. Remember, that's the deal.
Go to the seawall right now.
No, you and I are going to go talk somewhere.
We'll talk,
and-
but go to the seawall right now.
No. The deal is you and I are going to go talk, and then we're going to go talk to them. So like, let's do that. All right. Because like, here's the thing: if you and I talk first, then like I'll have a better understanding. Because this is completely new to me. You know, if I'm going to connect with them, I need to know them a little bit better, and I'm going to use my see it all fits together and like try to manipulate him to come with me. Sort of like make him think that if he goes and talks with me, he'll get what he wants.
Okay. What would you like to do as this is unfolding, Bob?
Can I go over and look over what they were looking at um, in the water?
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and act under pressure
Okay.
as you approach the seawall and look down into the water?
I got an 8 on my manipulate someone, by the way.
Okay.
That is 10.
Right? So you feel an impulse to put your phone away and stop filming. But you can resist the impulse if you want.
I will resist that impulse, yeah.
So you see nothing when you lean over the water.
Okay.
Whatever he was looking at has vanished.
And I'll just shrug and go back to the two of them.
Okay. If you go over to the seawall and reach over, I'll do it with you. Then I'll come with you. Look, I know what I'm talking about.
That's
I'll
the
come.
thing is I don't know what you're talking about because you haven't talked to me.
So, yeah, his terms are he will do what you want, but you have to lay on your belly and hang your hand over the seawall.
Okay.
And he will do it with you.
All right, we'll do that. But like, we're gonna be real careful. All right. You're wearing a lot of clothes. I don't want you to fall in. So we're gonna get like, and I'll walk them up to the seawall. It's like we're gonna get down on our hands and knees, way far from the edge, and then we're gonna get on our bellies, way far from the edge, and then we'll creep up on our bellies. Yeah, deal.
He agrees with that. Yes.
Okay.
That is a good idea to do.
And then I'm also gonna put in my earplugs as we are like getting down there, because like,
You take the earbud out and you're like,
do.
sorry, Travis.
yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything crazy
yeah.
yet. So like,
Hope Kimberly's not gonna murder you, but I don't want to.
yeah, only in the next 2 minutes. This is only gonna take a couple minutes. So yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So you hang your hand over that seawall. First you get on all fours, then flatten out, and then army crawl to the seawall, and then reach over, feeling the ocean spray on your hand.
Yeah.
And suddenly, a hand breaks the surface of the water
Okay.
as one of the creatures surges up from the depths. And she very gently touches your hand.
Wow.
And she's going to wrap her hand around yours as if she's holding your hand, suspended out of the water for a moment.
I
Before letting.
want to put my hand back. Hell no. Like, not let that happen.
So the instant she reaches up and touches your hand, you're going to pull it away.
Yeah, I don't want her to pull me in. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So you pull your hand back and the thing shrieks.
Okay.
It is an ear-piercing scream. The gentleman next to you, Mr. Smalls, is going to curl up into a ball. You also are going to be affected by this scream.
Okay.
Not you, Obadiah. You have
Oh,
your earplugs in.
that's true.
But Bob
Okay.
is caught in the full blast of its displeasure. When Obadiah pulls his hand back, after the thing stops yelling, Herman will once again reach over the seawall, reaching down towards the water.
I'm gonna try and pull him back and be like, "Hey, man, we did the thing. Now you're part of the deal. We go and talk."
Roll tough to see if you're able to physically pull him away from the water.
Well, I got a -1 on this. This is gonna go great. That's 4. That's a failure.
Okay. So he pushes you back. You go stumbling and fall hard on the gravel.
Okay.
Herman extends his hand over the seawall, and the creature returns for a second bite at the apple. She surges up and grasps onto his hand. For a moment, the two just stare at one another, her blinking in the muted sunlight, and him attempting to comprehend what it is he's seeing. And just as quickly as she emerged, she lets go and slides down below the surface again, disappearing completely into the dark waters. Herman hangs over the seawall, stunned, not able to speak or move.
I'll look over at Bob. Like, tell me you got that.
I got it, but I don't know what I got. Yeah.
Wait, did he get it? Neve?
Did I get it?
Bob?
Yeah. Let's say, did I
Yeah.
get it? I did get. I got the scream, so maybe I dropped it. Maybe yeah.
Act under pressure. Let's
Okay.
see if you were able to get that.
That would be 7.
Okay. So, hard choice or a price to pay? What do we think?
Um,
I'm trying to
I
think
could.
like what a hard choice would be here, or price to pay.
How about you get it on film, but you offend Herman?
Okay.
Since he
Okay.
explicitly asked you not to record.
Okay.
When the shock finally dissolves, Herman rolls over and sees that you are filming the interaction, and he runs at you.
Okay. I'm gonna run in the other direction, I guess.
Okay, act under pressure to avoid.
Oh wow! I'm gonna fail one of these rolls eventually.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
probably. You're muted.
I did not intentionally do that. It was so.
Okay. So let's see. You're attempting to run away from him
Yes.
because he saw you filming. What if you drop the phone?
Okay, we could do that.
or you could get caught by him. Which seems worse?
Depends on what he's going to do to me.
Well, he is an old man.
True.
Sure. And I've still got a gun.
Yeah.
How many people are you going to shoot, Obadiah?
Hopefully not anyone today. Let's find out though.
Yeah.
Do you want to drop the phone?
Well, let's say he's able to get me.
Okay.
All right. But like you're able to keep the phone out of his reach, I guess, since you got a
Yes.
success.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So he has a hold of you, but you've managed to clutch the phone tight to yourself. So as he has a hold of you, you have the phone clutched to your chest, protected.
Yeah. Of course, I feel like I'm shouting, "Get the fuck off of me!" Things to that extent. So yeah, I'm just gonna struggle to get out of his grasp if I can.
What do you want to do, Obadiah?
I would try to like get him off of him, but obviously I'm not tough. But I would just be saying like, "Calm down, man. Calm down. Look, it's it's over. It's over. This is all part of the plan. You know, it's all part of the plan. You just talked to her." And I'm gonna again like see it all fits together. Like try to get him to like think that this is all as it should be.
Okay.
That is a 12.
Oh, nice.
So as Obadiah is attempting to smooth things over, it slowly begins to dial Mr. Small's anger down. He loosens his grip on Bob, allowing Bob to burst free with the phone still in his possession.
Yeah. I'm gonna just get up and kind of run several feet in the other direction and kind of look at him like, "What the fuck were you doing there?"
Look, it's okay. It's okay, right? Like Herman, like you were there, and she knew that we were there. She wanted this. She wants you to tell her story. Let's go tell her story.
With a backward glance towards the seawall, he is reluctantly going to accompany Obadiah and Bob. How about if we head to the diner?
Yeah, let's do that.
Meanwhile, in the car with Kimberly.
Yeah, that's true. I probably forgotten about the earbud. I put that back in.
You two are quiet. Think for seeing a lake trout, you would have more to say.
Nah, not really. Wasn't that fascinating? At least not to me. We were kind of hoping for something more. I think we're a little bit disappointed.
Oh, it's great. But now we're heading to town now. Got to focus on business. I'll have my camera out, get pictures as we go by of various businesses and stuff, people walking about.
You know, there's something I'd love to show you guys.
Man, what's that?
Well, you guys haven't seen the best view yet. How about if we go to the lighthouse?
Shouldn't we wait until all of us are back? Our whole crew?
Why? You have your cameraman.
Yeah, but Obadiah, he's really picky and demanding. He's kind of bossy. I don't think he'd appreciate.
A diva, I know.
Yeah. And Bob is nice, and we want him to be there too. We're a team, and filmmaking is all about teamwork.
but they left you to shoot footage.
Yeah, but you know, it be like that sometimes, but you know, we try to keep together.
She is going to begin driving towards the lighthouse. You're really going to like it. Trust me, the view is great.
Cool. I'll pull out my phone, shoot a text out to the group message. Kimberly's taking us to the lighthouse to get some shots.
I guess I would text back like, are you out of your mind going to a second location?
She's not a serial killer. They're not abducted.
All right. So for serious, then I guess I would text back. Don't go near the water. They're out there right now.
I'll say okay and delete the message.
She does have eyes. Like, she can see you in the rearview
What?
mirror, like, doing stuff.
Yeah.
Unless
Okay.
you're taking pains to secretly.
Oh, I don't mind her seeing that I'm
Hide.
texting. I just don't want her to see what I'm texting. Said, cool. I'll let Christian know. All right. They know where we're heading. Maybe they can meet us there.
Yeah, maybe. Everybody would like to see the lighthouse.
What's so special about the lighthouse, Kimberly?
It's beautiful.
Is that it?
I can say lighthouse is a good rustic shot. You know, it's pretty typical of every island to have it or port. So
So she is going to drive you to the lighthouse. Is there anything that you want to say or do as you are riding to the lighthouse?
isn't there like a role if we're in danger or not? Read a bad situation. That's it.
Yeah, go ahead. Read a bad situation.
That is plus sharp. Just 1. 12.
Go ahead. Ask your questions.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
As you are headed towards the lighthouse, coming into view, you see the parking lot adjacent to the lighthouse, and you see that the sheriff's car is parked in that lot.
I'll point that out to Christian. So I get 3 questions. Is that how that works?
Yes.
What's the biggest threat?
Having an accident at the lighthouse is the biggest threat.
Accident in air quotes.
Yes, having an accident at the lighthouse.
And what's the best way out?
Manufacture an emergency that she cannot afford to ignore without totally blowing her cover. So whatever it is, it needs to seem like something serious. Something serious enough for her to reverse direction and take you guys back in the opposite way, back in the way that you guys came.
I'll group text. This feels bad. Police are here. Call her with an emergency to get us back.
Okay. So I guess while we're walking to the diner, I'll see this and I'll pause and I'll look to Bob and Herman and I'll be like, Bob, you and Herman go get a table. I'm gonna be right in.
Okay.
Get some fries for the table, and then yeah, I will turn and kind of like my back and sort of take a few steps away from them while they're continuing to walk, and I will call Travis.
I like the way that Brian made the emergency manufacture in your problem.
Well, I mean, yeah, he needs his phone
Yeah.
to ring. I get it. Um,
Yes.
and we'll
Can't
see.
you-
I mean, I'll make something up, and if it's not good enough, he can try something different.
All right. Go for it.
I'll answer the
Ring,
phone.
ring.
Put it on
I'll
speaker.
be like,
Hey, you're on speaker. What's up?
Travis, we got a big problem, man. You got to get back here right away. There is I don't even know how to describe it, man. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at, but like, I need you here, man. This is fucked up.
Don't even know what you're looking at. Wait, is somebody in danger? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Look, I'm looking at some people, and they're like walking out into the water right now, and they're not really swimming right now. They're just sort of milling about, but they keep looking back out into the water. Like, I need you here, man. I need the camera. Like, the phone camera is shit for this. Get here right now.
Hey, Kimberly, can you get us there? Where you at?
I'm at the seawall,
Seawall.
which
The hell
I don't
you
know
doing
the fucking
there?
roads here, man.
Anyway,
I can see the diner from here. So like, get to the diner, I guess.
all right.
All right. Why don't you, Obadiah, roll your manipulator person, since you're sort of the one
right.
pulling the strings.
Oh, that's another 12. All right. I mean, assuming I can use my power of like using sharp instead of cool. Otherwise, it's 11.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Technically, she is a minion, but the bottom line is she knows that this would not look good. Your performance was such that she ought to be manipulated. And if she does not turn around, all the whole act is up. The whole jig is up. So I think reluctantly she will turn around slowly. I guess we're going to have to go to the lighthouse some other time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
See, Kimberly, as I was saying, he's very bossy, but I can't help it.
Is that? I feel like that is partially like also a description of Warren. Warren could be a little bossy sometimes too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So she will reluctantly turn around and drive the two of you in the direction of the diner, but she doesn't look happy about it.
Hey, Christian, have you read anything of anything like this happening? People just milled out and stare out in the water.
Well, yeah. Many things, could be connected to the drownings. Maybe it's, I don't know. We'll have to see when we get there. What about you, Kimberly?
I think that maybe we should have this conversation when we're all together. You know how Obadiah is, something of a diva. He wouldn't want you guys to miss out on good content.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll turn on the radio then, or ask Christian to turn on the radio.
I think she'll just turn it right back off.
Yeah.
forcing the group to drive in silence.
The hell?
Meanwhile, you guys are. What do we want to do with the interim time as we wait for the other two to show up?
I'm gonna go back into the diner then, and because I don't know if Kimberly's gonna freak out and like stop us from talking to Herman. So like we're gonna try to talk to Herman before Kimberly gets here. So I'm gonna go into the diner with Bob and Herman and sit down at whatever table they got, and you know set up my phone so that I can like get a good wide shot of like the table. Um, I imagine since I'm dressed like Bear Grylls, I've got one of those gorilla tripods in my cargo pocket. Just set it up. I'd be like, all right, Herman. Now that things can calm down a little bit, like tell me a little bit more about what we just saw.
You know what you just saw.
I know what I saw, but like, I mean, she was quite a specimen, and it freaked me out. But I mean, she was so gentle with you. I mean, tell me what she wants. Tell me what their intentions are.
You can see that on his face by the pained look in his eyes that his mind has drifted back to a place that's far less pleasant than the interaction today. Reflexively, he reaches down and touches his leg, like the lower part of his calf, kind of rubbing it as if to massage away a phantom pain.
You know, Herman, I've been doing this for some time, and I can tell when someone's got a story to tell, and you've got a story to tell, man. Tell me your story.
He's gonna reach down and kind of heft his leg up on top of the table. So his heel is resting on the table and slowly roll up the cuff of the pants. You see that he slipped the waders off as well. So you see his naked foot. And it's easy enough to tell that it's mangled. As the leg of the pants goes up, you can see most of the flesh is missing. Little scraps and bits of skin and flesh, all healed now, remain on the bone. But when he flexes his mangled foot, you can see the tissues and the tendons moving beneath the surface.
Wow, that is. I mean, I would think that it's like a shark bite, except I think you're about to tell me a story that tells me that's not a shark bite.
I was young. I went out to those rocks. You know how when you're young, you think you know everything there is
Yeah,
to
I
know.
think you're invincible.
I was also drunk, damn near blackout drunk. I managed to get up on one of the rocks, celebrating, hooping, hollering, all of that. And then the sea started lighting up with this eerie blue light. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Every time one of those waves crashed against the rock, the whole damn ocean seemed to glow blue. And then one by one, they started popping their heads up. And whatever it is that made the ocean glow, it made them glow too. I could not believe what I was seeing. They seemed nervous, shy at first, approaching and then diving under the water. I tried to convince them I was safe by tossing them pieces of my sandwich.
Like you were feeding the ducks or something.
Then they started splashing me. Like they wanted a fucking water fight. Finally, one of them, about 5 yards out, popped up and beckoned for me to get in the water. There was this sound that was all around me. It's like you can't hear anything else. The sound just erases everything. And then they stopped making that sound. But they kept beckoning, so I thought if I got in the water, they'd start singing again. So I took my shoes off, I jumped in the damn water, and started swimming towards them. Then they vanished. I was all by myself in that glowing ocean. I was also drunk. I was having a hard time keeping my head above the waves. And then I felt something sharp on the back of my leg. At first I thought maybe I brushed up against a rock or something close to the surface of the water. But then it tugged me under, and I felt more and more. In that drunk stupor, I thought to myself, they're eating me. I watched the water turn from that beautiful glowing blue to red, and I realized I was going to die if I didn't do something. I don't remember exactly what I did to go away. That's a lie, Obadiah, to
Okay.
get away. But I made it back to the rock. I flung myself into my boat, and I still don't remember how I was able to make it to the shore, but I did.
That sounds like that was really like painful. Like I think that this is a hard memory for you, man. And like, I think that if you're going to really, process or like, or take back like the power for yourself in this, man, like you're going to have to tell the whole story. Tell us what you're leaving out of this.
It's hard when they're singing to you, but it's worse when they stop. Because then all you do is think about how much you want them to start singing again. And you'll do damn near anything if they'll start the music.
Well, how did you get away? Tell us the whole story. Because I think you're hiding something there, man. I think you're holding it back. And, it's whatever it was, we're not here to judge you. We're just here to let you, tell the full story.
He will tell you, but you have to turn the cameras off. And it cannot be in the film.
Okay. I think.
Go ahead.
I was just is like on the one hand, I want to try and like surreptitiously record it, but on the other hand, I also want to actually know how to get away from them because I think that they're going to try to kill me. And I think Obadiah's self-preservation is going to kick in a little bit. It's like, I need to fucking know this. And so I will turn the camera off for this.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. And it's not the way Obadiah should get away. But it is the way that some people have escaped animal attacks.
Okay.
Or attacks of many varieties. And that is by voiding your bowels.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can.
That's so gross. But
There's nothing to be
it's
embarrassed
semi-realistic.
Yeah. You know,
Oh,
it's not-
okay.
yeah.
Look, I would never admit that personally. If I were, there's no amount of money Obadiah could give to me that would ever get me to say such a damn thing.
If I was attacked by a bear and I managed to get away by pooping, everyone can know this. I'm letting everybody know because it's great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Survival tips from Herman Smalls.
Right.
Yes.
Shit your pants.
Okay. Yeah, I will nod. I mean, look, if it's between that or dying, what am I going to choose?
Like I said, it's not a very cinematic way to escape.
Yeah.
So maybe don't. But maybe don't be in the water with 12 sirens.
I feel like that's going to
Eating
fit in
you.
perfectly to my move of often overlooked when I act all crazy to avoid something. That's absolutely a way to act all
Oh
crazy.
God, no, that didn't mean to open this.
All right. Race.
Oh God, help us.
I think I know the next move Obadiah is adding to his book.
Oh, yeah.
I wore my brown pants.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, so we'll set back up the camera and be like, okay, so tell us more about the singing. Like you said, it was when it's gone, you said you'll do anything to get them to sing again. Like what kind of things? Like what would you do to like, or what have you done to get them to sing again?
I tried to get them to come close enough to touch, close enough to see them by throwing them pieces of meat. I'd go to the store, I'd spend my money buying fish, buying steak, buying chicken, anything that I thought they might like. They took it at first, but then it wasn't good enough for them. That's when I did this, he says, pointing to his ear. This is my good ear.
Wait, he said his mangled ear is his good ear?
He said it was his good ear.
Oh, his was his good ear. Okay. Okay, so like so I think what you're telling me is they like a certain type of meat.
I think
Tell
they
me.
do.
You know, if someone was going to feed them on the regular and they were going to eat on the regular, what would they be feeding them?
You got a nobody.
Look, they can eat other things.
But they want to eat us.
We used to have porpoises around this island. They're dead now. The fish in the lake all dead.
Yeah.
The water bird's dead. But now there's nobody on this island anymore. Except for legacy residents. We can't let them eat the whole goddamn island, which is why the tourism board would like some new residents.
And you don't want that.
Nah. It's better we all die here.
So tell me why you don't leave.
Because then I wouldn't hear their singing anymore.
Wow.
That's why nobody leaves. That's why Kimberly doesn't leave.
So we don't want to hear the singing.
Well, the way Herman tells it, it's amazing. Like we do want to hear it.
I like being able to leave.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I mean, how would I go about hearing it?
Go out to the Drowning Rocks. That's how you'd hear it.
That's where they do the singing.
That's where it's the loudest, seems to carry the farthest, where it's the best. They like that place.
Okay. I'm gonna look around because I feel like we've been talking for a few minutes and see if like Kimberly's showing up yet.
Yeah, let's have Travis and Christian show up. Kimberly will let you out of the vehicle, but Kimberly is not going to come in with you. She says she has some business to take care of before she heads to the Drowning Rocks tonight.
All right. Have a good evening.
So Christian and Travis join Obadiah and Bob. The answers that Herman has provided are still hanging in the air, as palpable as the salty smell of the ocean and the smell of desperation that permeates every molecule of this little town. Christian and Travis, the table is silent as you approach, but you do see the man's devoured foot and calf.
I'll snap some pictures. Wow. That's righteous.
Yeah.
When you go to take pictures, he's going to lift his leg up and drop it off the table. Especially if you're getting very close to it. He's going to rip it off the table.
I don't want to touch it.
I don't want to touch it. Okay.
So, guys, it was weird. Kimberly was supposed to be taking us to the market to get a new drone, and she veered us off to the lighthouse, and then I noticed there were cops there. Sheriff. Didn't feel good.
Herman, have you seen Kimberly feeding the creatures or feeding them?
She feeds them. The sheriff does too.
She told me she feeds them rabbits. But from what you told me, they wouldn't want to eat that very much.
Hell, maybe that is what she's feeding them. There are enough people around here for her to be picking off humans.
Okay. Well, Herman, what are you going to do to stay safe?
Don't worry about me. I don't think I'm the target. If they think you're not gonna bring more people here with your documentary,
Yeah.
and that you're gonna scare people off, you're not leaving this island. We're not gonna let you. You suddenly go from being very useful for attracting new blood to being the new blood, the fresh meat. Do you understand me?
I do. Is there another way off this island besides the charter?
I could try to take you.
You could.
Yeah, not a horrible idea.
Do you want to hear them?
Let me ask you this: do you think this is Obadiah? Like, starting to get a little greedy. Do you think it like? I mean, if we could get that on camera, like the sound too, I mean that would clinch this.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they disappoint you with the sound.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Do we want a million, hundreds of millions of addicted um, people?
I mean, look, let's and I guess I'll go turn my camera off. I'll put my camera away, my phone away. You know, it's only got so much battery, like recording space anyway. Um, and I'll say, look, here's the thing, man. Like we've got a lot of good stuff. Like we've got enough from like what we've got now. This is like on the level of those Bigfoot shows, even better because we've got like really good footage, but it's not enough for people to really think it's real. All right, if we can get these things on camera doing what they do, like glowing lights and everything, and if we can get a body to take back with us, like that's fucking, now we're beyond like documentary. Now we're like in prestigious science realm, right? Like if we can get a specimen, a sample, right?
How do you plan on doing that?
I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing ideas here.
I could totally see us rebranding it from Drowning Rocks to Singing Rocks.
I've got one,
You caught one?
and I could help you catch another one.
Is he lying to me?
No, he's not.
Oh wow. This is
Imagine if you could take it alive.
I mean that would be, yeah. Like let's do that. Like Herman, like let's catch one. Because if we take it alive, Herman, and people know what this thing is, then no one's coming to this island. You're gonna save so many people if we can convince people that the danger is real.
Maybe stupid logistical question, but can they breathe air? I mean, how hard is it going to be to cart them around in an aquarium?
I've got a tank.
Okay.
You thought about this.
I thought about it.
Can that tank is that tank on your boat?
Truth be told, I thought about keeping one. Like a pet or a friend.
Okay.
It could sing to me.
Yeah, I mean, that song, it sounds like that's yeah, I'm trying to like this is like starting to get a little creepy, but he's just like I also don't want to like offend him, so I'm just like yeah, I can see why you'd want to like it seems less risky, right, to have it in the tank than to like be near the ocean, right? You can hear it sing without it eating. I can see why you do that.
Exactly.
So can we put this tank on your boat? because that's how we're going to get out, right? Is your boat big enough for the tank?
The boat is big enough for the tank. It's the last thing I own. But I have something very special. I didn't trust you at first, but I trust you now.
Okay,
Do you want me to share it with you?
I do.
Come to my boat with me.
We will, but like we can't do it right now, Herman. If we're going to do this, we got to get ready. Okay,
No,
let's.
it's a tape.
Oh, like you've gotten video of this?
No. It's a cassette tape.
Of them singing.
Just a
Does it
few
sound-
minutes.
What does it feel? What does it feel like to you when you hear it?
It's not like the real thing, but it's as close as you can get sometimes.
Okay. I do want to hear that, but like I said, like we're gonna need to get ready. And if you're talking about doing this on your boat, that's on the water. So tell us where to meet you for your boat, and we're gonna meet you there.
Meet me near the dock where you guys came in at. When the sun's going down. They're not going to come out if the sun's still in the sky. At least not
Alright,
like they would if it's night.
We're gonna have to get your boat earlier than that, otherwise Kimberly's gonna find us, and because we're supposed to meet her at sundown. So like, if we're gonna meet you instead, we got to get there before she's out looking for us.
Fine. We'll get to the Drowning Rocks early,
All right.
but then we'll wait until the sun goes down. Bring
Okay.
lots of meat.
Okay.
Got it. I'm gonna look to the crew. By the way, we were at this diner. This like the staff like.
There's only one waitress, and I think that she is thoroughly convinced all of you are fucking insane. She had approached the table to take your order right about the time Herman put his unwashed naked foot on the table. And then she promptly turned around and walked away because now is not the time to take a drink order. She read
Excellent.
the room.
I'm gonna leave like $5 on the counter anyway, just for her time, and then we're gonna head out.
Okay. Do we want to relay everything that he just said to the rest of the group?
I think so. I don't see any reason not to, even though I'm pretty sure it might scare them off of like the plan that we're about to do. So
Well, definitely have questions.
yeah,
Is this a bad situation? Because it feels like it could be a bad situation.
this is gonna be this
I
absolutely be a bad situation, but like we're gonna make the most of it.
I don't think there's any new dangers that you can map out right now. The dangers are pretty clear. He told you everything there is to know. So the question is, Travis, Christian, are you curious enough about their song to want to go out to the Drowning Rocks?
Yeah, definitely. We can, like I said, we can always rebrand it as the Singing Rocks, right?
No, look. We're from what I've seen, the song makes you out of your mind. Like, do not listen to it, man. Like, part of the reason we need to get ready is like y'all need earplugs, and like I think earplugs and the fucking like the ear covers that go over it. Like, do not listen to that stuff. But we gotta get it on camera.
Hey, I brought my pro sound equipment with me. We can get some great recording of it.
Absolutely, yes. So like, we're gonna do this, but you guys gotta stay safe.
Obadiah, I don't understand you. 1 minute you're talking about how dangerous this is. The next minute you're talking about filming it. What? Why
Yeah.
do we want to film it if it's dangerous? What, are we going to just brainwash our audience? And
No, no, no.
watched-
You heard him. Like that's why I asked him how it felt when he heard it on tape. Because like,
and
you know,
it has
if it
some
doesn't,
weird
if it's not the
effects.
same,
It has
right?
some
Yeah.
I'm
weird-
just saying, like it. I think it just reminds him of it, but it doesn't actually have that same, you know, power. I understand I'm guessing here, but like he said, it's not like the real thing. I
Oh,
think
but-
it's safe to hear it on tape.
Obadiah, just think about this. You want to go on a boat in the middle of the night to the
Not the middle of the
drowning
night.
rock,
Near sundown.
sundown, with a guy we don't know who just said that he wants to keep a mermaid as a pet.
Yeah, this is all true. Would you rather go out there with Kimberly, who wants to feed you to it?
Travis, Bob, are you seriously okay with this?
I really want to see what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not looking for conveniently drowned people, but
I don't want to hear something that could turn me into a zombie.
That's why I'm saying we need ear protection. But like, look, here's the thing, right? We either are on the precipice of getting like real, verifiable evidence of a mythological creature,
Yeah.
or we're about to uncover a conspiracy of people trying to make it seem like that's what's happening. Either way, this is like a huge story, right? Like Christian, in all of your research, did you ever think that this is what you were going to find here?
How much money do you think we'll make?
there we go. A lot.
Now you're asking the right question, right? Like, imagine how, like, think about how much money there is in the Bigfoot racket, and they haven't got shit, right? Like, think about how rich that person is. If someone actually had Bigfoot, like a living specimen of Bigfoot, and could take them around to zoos and stuff, and like, how much money do you think they would make? Right? Like, you know about the Bigfoot, right? All the money that gets made on that bullshit, and they got nothing. We're about to get something real.
That's like that's the most iffy part of this plan is the whole catch and keep. That's kind of we don't know how fast they swim and what they can do.
You're right about that. Look, I think that's the wish, is that we'll get one. Maybe we won't, but if we get like good footage, that's still more than all that Bigfoot bullshit has.
Right. Oh, we could market the hell out of it. You know, it's like a singing group. You know, we could do CD releases,
I'm trying to be
streaming.
serious, man. Like, we are on the edge here of like getting something huge. Let's fucking do it. Let's make it happen.
This is the single most American turn this story could have ever taken. Mhm.
Yes, it is.
Capitalism, right?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
did you even stop to think about how much money we
Money?
could make?
These things
You
are
guys
eating people.
See
But
Princess Mimsy right there,
oh yes,
turning
Yeah.
around to look at you guys being ridiculous.
Yeah.
So we want to endanger our lives and anyone who listens to tape for money.
It's
We
not
don't-
just
I mean-
like, man. Like, look, what do they want right now? They want tourists. They want people to come to the island. But if we have
Yeah.
real evidence to show the truth of what's happening here, think of how many lives we're going to save. And I'm totally using the same line I used for her. Think of how many lives we're going to save
Does
by like getting the
Obadiah
truth.
genuinely believe that people are not going to come here if he has proof of mermaids or sirens?
I think if we can get the full truth out there, they can at least come prepared.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if they know the full dangers, if we had, and also we're able to like show that it's real, that it's not like like a haunted hotel, but like this shit is real. Then like if they do come, they're gonna come prepared, and that's actually I do think that the better evidence we have, the better off that like the people that learn about this are gonna be.
Obadiah's
you
going to
know,
be pitching this to Carnival Cruises, is what I'm hearing.
Ooh.
Okay, I just want to point out that it's great to have evidence, but there's no way the government lets us keep a living mermaid, I mean, they're gonna take that shit away.
Maybe. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, man. That's a problem for later.
Huh?
Right. And if we had someone who was like really focused on science, they could go without the hearing protection and actually listen to the real song, and we can see what the effects are. I'm not that person. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, but like we got to be able to, like, if we did that, I'm thinking back. So like I'm thinking back, I've seen cartoons where it's like, if you're gonna listen to mermaids, you got to tie yourself up first.
Right.
Odysseus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get some handcuffs, handcuff yourself to, well, you don't want to be able to tear off any arms or anything. If that guy cut his ear off to have one sing to him, yeah, you want to be completely restrained.
Right. Yeah. But like, we don't need to do that now. Like, I don't know what his plan is to catch one, but he says he's done it before. All right. And I believe him. All right. He's not bullshitting me. I don't know if he is totally on board with like all the the whole plan of like take it to the mainland, but we'll cross that shit when we get to it. All right. For now, I think if we're like, here's our options as I see them. We're gonna go out to Drowning Rocks, or we're gonna get the fuck off this island. All right. And if we're gonna go out to Drowning Rocks, I'd rather do it up on Herman's boat than Kimberly's.
Agreed.
And I'm saying let's keep ourselves safe and like let's get as much good footage as we can.
Okay.
You were gonna say something.
You're too persuasive for your own good. I'm on board for newfound fortune and fame. I think what you're selling is worth it. And besides, if we turn back now, it's just going to be a waste of what we've done so far.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like that drone footage is really good. But like, if we're gonna sell it, we're gonna sell it on Travis's really good camera when they come up to the surface with all the glowing blue lights. So let's see what we can do about ear protection for everyone, and any other protection you think we might need, and then let's go meet Herman at the dock before Kimberly spots us.
Okay. Let us get to the cliffhanger. So
Okay.
you guys want to prep.
Yeah.
So what does that look like?
Well, for Obadiah, it's like, let's make sure we don't hear that song that drives you out of your mind. So it's like earplugs, ear muffs, right?
Those are all sold out on the island.
Okay.
Funny that.
That makes sense. What about modeling clay?
Okay. Yeah, I do think that you could probably obtain modeling clay.
Maybe some wax.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not doctor recommended, but I think it'll do the job.
We really are going full Odysseus, aren't we? With the wax.
Right.
Okay. All right. You can definitely get wax and you can probably get modeling clay. Those things seem reasonable.
Okay. I've still got a gun. What is everyone like? Maybe I'd probably replace my Watchman's flashlight.
Maybe some like bats or something.
Yeah.
Now, what do we know about these? Oh, go ahead, Bob.
Oh no, I do have a gun technically. I haven't really thought about actually carrying it because it just came with the character, right? But yeah.
So we know they have songs that they sing that's great. We know they bite.
Yeah.
Did you see any claws or anything? How strong are they?
Actually, that's a good question. Did I see claws when they tried to reach out?
They do have claws. Their fingers are webbed and they do have claws. Sort of like seal claws, something very similar to that.
All right. Well, then we need some tough clothing, like bicycle leathers, not bicycle, motorcycle leathers.
Only if you plan on handling them or getting
Well,
handled by them.
If we're trying to get one into a tank, I mean, I feel like that's an opportunity. Like that's a possibility.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I
is there a
think you're right.
place where I can get motorcycle leathers?
Yeah, I think you can probably get motorcycle leather somewhere on the island.
Okay.
Or if not, something like work pants or work overalls, something that
Sure.
gives you at least armor 1.
Okay.
So we need meat. We know they like
Yes.
to eat humans, and they appear to be intelligent.
All right. How dark do we want to get? Do we want to go to the morgue and get some meat, or are we going to the grocery store to get some meat?
I'm not
The
that
grocery
comfortable with
store.
human bodies.
Yeah. I also I'm gonna say I also don't want to go get a dead body, but I was just throwing it out there because I feel like that's gonna up our chances of success of luring one onto the boat.
I think they want people to come, so they're going to be there. Because
That's
again,
true.
they're intelligent. We don't know if they communicate directly or how they communicate.
All right.
And with dead body, those aren't exactly fresh. So
That's
maybe
true.
they like fresh meat.
Yeah.
Any other
And
animal.
Right.
also, that would increase our chances of running into the cops. So let's just go to the grocery store and get some meat.
Get some coolers of meat. We're having a barbecue.
Okay. So once the preparations have been complete and it's the appointed time, I am assuming that the group heads to Herman's boat at the pier.
Yep.
Okay.
Take all our
We-
gear with us.
We load up and then we begin heading to the Drowning Rocks. Are there any conversations we want to have en route?
I mean, I know I don't want to take up too much time, so we're trying to get to the cliffhanger. I guess I would want to kind of see if Herman can give us a short rundown of his plan for capturing one. I'm guessing he's got the tank on board because he's done that already.
Yes.
Okay.
It basically is a welded monstrosity that he intends to fill with seawater and lower into the water. And then get one to swim in and then winch it on board.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
And you've done this before?
Never got one caught in a tank before.
Can your winch handle all that weight? Because once that thing's full of water, it's going to be fucking heavy.
We're going to try.
Do you have a net? I feel like that'd be better.
We're gonna have to fill the tank with seawater at some point.
Oh yeah,
How
no,
are
I
we gonna
agree.
keep it wet?
Yeah. I'm saying we get it in a net, get it in the tank, and then fill the tank with water. Because that, I don't think your winch can handle that thing when it's full of water.
How are we gonna fill it with water? I don't have a pump.
Buckets? I don't know. We'll we could fill it with water. Hell, we could fill it with water first while it's on the boat. I'm just saying, I don't think you know your winch better than I do. Do you think it can handle that weight?
I think I should try, he says.
Oof.
I got a question. Y'all mentioned a loud shriek when you were telling us you saw one.
Oh yeah, Bob,
It was
show me
painful?
the footage you got.
Do you think you're going to be able to catch one while it's doing that?
That's what the ear protection's for, man. It didn't bother me that
No,
much.
what do you mean ear protection? You said you wanted to hear it.
Oh, we do. Yeah. When it's safely in the tank. And I'm totally lying. I don't know if I have to roll for that. I don't want to hear it.
Bob, or not Bob, Herman looks dejected, but he's going to continue toward the drowning rocks. He's going to show you the area where he initially had improvised a dock in order to have his encounter with the creatures.
Okay.
And then he's going to use buckets to start filling up the goddamn tank.
Well, I mean, I'll help because it's my plan, and I know it's going to take a while.
Slowly, the sun begins to descend in the sky. Now, you guys were talking, so I'm assuming you didn't have your ear protection in.
Correct. Not what we were talking now. But if the sun's getting lower, I'd probably put my earbuds in, my earplugs.
Travis will have his sound gear, their sound gear on,
Yeah.
and have
That's a
it.
good question. If you hear yours through the microphone, does that like filter it? We'll figure it. We'll find out in a minute.
Yeah, we will learn.
So, you notice that Herman has stopped filling the tank and is now staring as the sun is going down.
Yeah, that's probably enough water. And I will also stop filling the tank.
Kimberly said that you guys were going to try to pull something like this.
Pull something like what? Wait, what?
I knew it. And from below deck, Kimberly, Wade, and Dale, and 2 other people armed with guns appear.
Okay.
Oh, good. Good.
Kimberly is going to gesture for you to take your earplugs out and toss them overboard. And Wade is going to train his gun on you, Obadiah.
I'm not going to take my earplugs out.
So Wade cocks the gun and fires. And that is our cliffhanger, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, great.
We will see what the hell happens next week on... Wow. We're going to get eaten by mermaids.
Yes.
Kimberly, why? I would never have guessed in a million years it was Kimberly.
Well, remember, Kimberly didn't come in with you, right? Like, Herman left, but you guys stayed because Obadiah was putting the money on the counter, and you guys were having that discussion. So the implication is that Kimberly saw Herman coming out and scooped him up. So he wasn't lying to you during your conversation or attempting to.
Kimberly was there the whole time? Because I thought she said she had to leave.
She did say she had to leave, but everybody went in the diner.
So she just stayed there the whole time?
Or nearby, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. Let's do experience. Did we save anyone from certain death or worse?
No.
From second death?
I mean, was he going to throw himself off?
I do think you probably saved Herman.
Okay. So
At
that's
least
2?
for the moment. That's one.
One.
That's one question you've answered positively. Did you learn anything new and important about the world?
We learned what they like to eat.
Y'all learned a lot, right?
Yeah, you got to touch one of them. Or, well, yeah, you did.
You learned a lot about them. You learned what they like to eat. You learned what their song does. You learned why people attempt to placate them. So that's a yes.
Yeah.
Did we learn anything new and important about a hunter?
I don't think so.
So that is 2 boxes of experience. Did anybody level up?
Yes, I leveled up when I failed that roll, and so I have that plus the 2 from the over. Yeah, I did level up.
Do you know what move you want to take?
I don't know that I have a move that I want to take, but let me see. Improvements. How do you do improvements? Okay, right. That's advanced improvements is when I have 5. I will increase my sharp by 1.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to end our live stream. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. This was a very action-packed and riveting episode, and we will see y'all next week. Bye. Stream.